Do not forget to download the Gen Voices mandate. That's on the website, www.genvoices.org. And you can also comment via our Twitter handle @GenVoices. I bring on our first female speaker this morning in the person of Yemi Adamolekun, Executive Director of Enough is Enough, a civil society coalition. I'm sure we've heard so much about what she has been doing, but let's find out more about what's left to be done. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Yemi.
Good morning. For the Nigeria we all desire, we need everybody across sectors, across socioeconomic classes. But there's a greater responsibility on those of us that have the benefit of education and benefit of opportunities that Nigeria has provided. This is my love letter to Nigeria's educated elite. For Olukemi Ese and the hundreds of thousands who have died or who have lost loved ones because we are quiet. Deji Falaye was the son of a former Minister of Finance, Secretary to the federal government, and presidential aspirant. He attended Navy Secondary School and Obafemi Awolowo University, Ife, one of Nigeria's first-generation universities. He started his legal career in the chambers of GOK Ajayi and Co. He was Commissioner for Culture and Tourism in Ondo State. He was also happily married with 3 children. Deji died on October 3rd on the Associated Airlines flight that crashed shortly after takeoff. A lot has been said about the state of the company and the aircraft, but what is clear is that Deji's death was probably needless, unnecessary, and avoidable. In the Dana airline crash last year, we lost Yemi Adamolekun, Innocent Okoye, Tosiani Baba Ni Odujirin, Doni Doherty, and Ayola Shomolu, just to name a few. Before then, we had lost Olukemi, who was shot by carjackers in Ibadan, and the closest hospital had no blood, no oxygen, no an ambulance. We had also lost Imole. He was involved in a car accident in Nigerian University. The school didn't have a functional ambulance. He was taken to the hospital in a taxi. Lost time, lost blood, coma, death. After Dana, we've lost Adeola Randolph, who died from an asthma attack because the nearest hospital didn't have oxygen. The first hospital former Governor Segun Agagu was taken to in Yaba was unable to stabilize him. He died en route St. Nicholas Ikoyi. Sons and daughters, fathers and mothers, cousins, nieces and nephews, friends, peers and colleagues die daily because we refuse to get involved in the system that shapes our very existence. Instead, we are concerned about our ability to give birth to our children abroad, get them into the best schools outside the country, and make obscene amounts of money from the same inefficient system to sustain this lifestyle. We are consumed by our ability to stay relevant with the requisite toys, cars, homes, and trips to exotic lands in a system that has no value for human life. We've turned being able to send our children abroad into a status symbol, forgetting that there was a time in Nigeria where students went abroad because they couldn't get into Nigerian universities. However, we forget that as long as we are within the shores of this great nation of ours, our financial resources and our connections can become so worthless. If you have an accident on Abuja-Lokoja Road or Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, today, if there's no ambulance with the necessary equipment to stabilize you and get you to a functional hospital, you will die. That you could have afforded an air ambulance or to get you to the best doctor in Germany, the US, or anywhere in the world becomes irrelevant. Yet, we keep thinking we are immune from the madness that engulfs the land. A dysfunctional system makes no exceptions. It respects no one. Why have we not learned this? There's at least one person you know who you are sure beyond a reasonable doubt died because our system is dysfunctional. We've lost Josephine, Eime, Tosin, and Deji. Which one of us is next? This is not about government. This is about us. Each and every one of us. It's about the loss of our humanity and the paralysis that has overcome us that prevents us from getting involved. I strongly believe in the theory of 6 degrees of separation. We all know someone who knows someone who knows someone who's in government, but we need to begin to hold them accountable. Beyond this, we also need to get involved ourselves, get our hands dirty. But those who come to equity must come with clean hands. Are we ready for the sacrifices? Are we ready for the discomfort? Because if we are not, we all just need to shut up and just deal with it. Accept that planes will continue to drop, cars will continue to crash, patients in hospitals will continue to die. Our children will have to go outside of the country to maximize their potential, and no one will be held responsible for it. As our loved ones continue to die for absolutely no reason, we'll continue to gather together, we'll pray, we'll say God knows best, sing and praise, cry, bury and move on, until the next death. As long as we're ready to play that game, then let's stop complaining about what Nigeria has become, because we are all responsible for the rot in the system. Moral decay, impunity, and complete lack of respect for human lives and law and order. Every single one of us, especially us, Nigeria's educated elite. We know and understand, but we choose daily this Nigeria that we have, an addiction of some sort. This Nigeria that continues to stifle the best of the best, unless we are ready to make the changes that are required, then this is the Nigeria that will bequeath to our children much worse than we left it. Yes, there are pockets of excellence, and despite these challenges, some of us do manage to succeed, innovating and excelling. But the numbers are too small. Furthermore, there's no reason for it. We deserve better, we can do better, and we can truly be the giant of Africa. I believe I deserve better. Do you? And if you do, what are you willing to do about it? The sacrifices can be simple or hard, from supporting initiatives you believe in to actively engaging in the political process, from engaging elected representatives for better service, delivery, instead of lobbying for contracts. Sacrifice your time and not buy your way through processes and challenges. When someone you know dies from neglect, you have to be willing to demand accountability from institutions and individuals, not just say, God knows best. Yes, we'll all die, but we need to curb these needless deaths. I believe I deserve better. Do you? And if you do, what are you willing to do about it? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a round of applause for Yemi Adamolekun.